She suddenly stops texting. No calls, no replies. It's like you never existed. Your instincts scream at you to chase her, to break the silence, to fix it. But if you follow that impulse, you'll lose more than just her. You'll lose your power, your dignity, and her respect. So what do you do when she hits you with no contact? You don't panic. You don't beg. You level up. Because silence isn't rejection. It's a test. And if you pass it like a man, she won't just come back. She'll come back differently. When a woman suddenly goes silent and enters no contact, most men react emotionally. They feel the urge to fix the situation, to reach out, to get some sort of closure. But this reactive behavior is exactly what you must avoid. The silence is not an invitation to chase. It's a test. A test of your emotional strength, your confidence, and your ability to remain grounded when control is taken out of your hands. The moment you start calling, texting, or begging for her attention, you're signaling weakness. You're showing her that her absence controls you. And nothing kills attraction faster than a man who can't hold his ground. What you need to do is respect the silence without folding under pressure. Let her feel the absence. Let her wonder what's going on in your mind instead of always revealing your cards. This isn't about being cold or playing games. It's about showing that you're centered, that you don't collapse when things get uncomfortable. The strongest move you can make is not reacting at all. When you don't break the silence, you protect your value. You give her the space to reflect on her decision, to miss your presence, and to question whether she underestimated you. Your ability to stay calm during no contact communicates something powerful. It says, "I am not dependent on your attention to feel whole." That message hits different, especially when she expects you to chase. Silence is a mirror. It reflects your discipline, your self-respect, and your emotional control. And when a woman sees that you can walk through the discomfort without falling, a part she doesn't just notice, she reevaluates. That's when the dynamic begins to shift. So when she does no contact, your move is simple. Stay still, stay composed, and let your silence speak volumes. When she pulls away and goes silent, it can feel like rejection. But in reality, it's an invitation, an opportunity for you to refocus completely on yourself. Instead of chasing someone who's ignoring you, this is the moment to dive into self-improvement with full force. Too many men waste this window obsessing over what went wrong or trying to get her back. That mindset keeps you stuck. The man who wins isn't the one who pleads for another chance. It's the one who becomes so powerful, so centered, and so improved that she wouldn't even recognize the man she left behind. Start by turning your energy inward. Channel that frustration into the gym. Build discipline, routine, and a stronger version of your physical self. Then take that same energy and apply it to your purpose, your career, your vision, your craft. There's nothing more attractive than a man with direction. She may have gone silent, but that silence should become your fuel. Use it to level up, to evolve in every area of your life, mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially. When you make progress during no contact, something shifts. You stop needing validation from her because you're validating yourself. You're no longer waiting. You're moving. And the ironic part is this. The more you grow, the more she starts to feel the absence of who you're becoming. You flip the dynamic not by proving yourself to her, but by proving to yourself that your life doesn't pause for anyone. This isn't about revenge or pretending not to care. It's about becoming so focused on your own journey that whether she comes back or not becomes irrelevant. You rise either way. And when she sees the man you're turning into, obsession replaces silence. When she goes silent, the natural temptation is to reach out, explain yourself, or try to prove your worth directly to her. But the smartest move is to let your growth speak for itself and allow it to be seen indirectly. This is where social proof becomes a powerful tool. Social proof means letting the world, and by extension her, witness that you're thriving without ever needing to announce it. It's subtle, it's strategic, and it creates a quiet confidence that's incredibly attractive. You don't need to post dramatic captions or fake an exciting life. Authentic progress is more powerful than any performance. When you share moments of your life, hitting the gym, working on your craft, traveling, laughing with friends, she sees that her absence hasn't broken you. In fact, it looks like you've leveled up, and that's where the shift happens. Women are wired to pay attention to status, energy, and movement. If she sees you surrounded by people, living with purpose, and not chasing her, it challenges her perception of your value. This kind of passive messaging affects her more than any text you could send. Because instead of telling her you've moved on or improved, you're showing it. And people believe what they see. Even mutual friends or shared circles can act as indirect messengers of your transformation. It builds curiosity. She starts to wonder if she made a mistake, if she misjudged you, if she walked away from someone who's now in demand. This doesn't mean you live for her attention. It means you live for your own evolution, and let her catch glimpses of the man you're becoming. Social proof isn't bragging, it's letting reality speak on your behalf. And when done right, it creates an emotional impact that silence alone never could. One of the most powerful shifts a man can make when a woman goes silent is to stop waiting and start dating. Many men fall into the trap of putting their lives on hold, hoping that she'll reach out or come back. But doing that only reinforces scarcity. It sends a silent message that you have no options and that your self-worth depends on her attention. The truth is, nothing flips the power dynamic faster than genuinely moving on with your life and opening yourself up to new people and experiences. Dating others isn't about making her jealous. It's about reclaiming your freedom and reminding yourself that you are a high-value man with choices. When you meet new women, even casually, it changes your energy. You're no longer stuck in a loop of what if and what went wrong. Instead, your focus shifts forward. You start to carry yourself differently, with more confidence, less attachment, and a sense of abundance that's incredibly attractive. And yes, when she finds out, because eventually she will, it hits her differently. She expected you to wait, to chase, to remain emotionally stuck. But when she sees that you're dating, engaging with life, and not drowning in your feelings, she begins to question everything. That's when her ego takes the hit. That's when she starts to miss you, not because you tried to make her, but because you stopped needing her. Dating new people gives you perspective. It helps you realize that one woman does not define your worth. You become more selective, more grounded, and less emotionally reactive. And if she ever comes back around, you're no longer coming from a place of lack, you're choosing from a place of strength. That shift in mindset is what makes you truly untouchable. When she finally reaches out after a period of no contact, your next move is critical. Most men jump at the opportunity, eager to reconnect, ready to pick things up where they left off. But doing that sends the message that your standards are low and that you were simply waiting for her return. A high-value man doesn't just resume the relationship without a second thought. He re-engages on his terms. This isn't about playing hard to get. It's about protecting your dignity and maintaining the self-respect you built during her silence. By the time she contacts you, she's likely testing the waters. She wants to see if you're still emotionally available, still desperate, still waiting. If you immediately fall back into old patterns, you confirm her power and erase the mystery. But when you respond with calm detachment, friendly but firm, open but not overly eager, you show her that the dynamic has shifted. You're not the same man she walked away from. You've grown. You've raised your standards. And now, if she wants to be a part of your life again, she has to qualify for that position. You ask yourself, does this woman align with who I am now? Does she meet the emotional standards I've set? If not, you walk away without regret. If, yes, you take things slow and intentional, building trust from the ground up. Either way, you don't lose. Because you're no longer chasing love, you're choosing it. This balance of openness and control is what reclaims your power. She may have left thinking she had the upper hand, but when she comes back, she'll see that she's not returning to the same man. And that change, that growth, is what makes you unforgettable. She doesn't just want you back. Now, she has to earn her place beside you. Her silence is not the end. It's the beginning of your evolution. While she's wondering what you're thinking, you're building. While she's holding back, you're rising. You don't chase, you attract. Let her feel the weight of losing. A man who refuses to break under pressure. Because the comeback, that's where your power lives.